Another mobile live stream in the room because Google Chrome has shit the bed.
Now playing Curiosity Stream.
Science and technology are transforming our lives with dizzying speed.
Dream the future and more great
We got one
shows
on the
are
head,
now
Kenner. It's
available
old
for you
Justin
on
David
Curiosity
Ho.
Stream.
Who you
Thanks to
calling a
Toyota.
hoe?
Is the hydrogen-fueled Toyota Mirai really the most powerful car on the planet?
Well, if you're defining power as using the most abundant...
Dude, I am so sick of Google Chrome. Never watch YouTube on Google Chrome. Use Firefox. Ad Blocker Plus. Never have to watch another advertisement ever again. True story. Yeah, I don't know what's up with Google Chrome or Firefox. I can mobile live stream every single time, so it's not a driver problem. It's not a something's out of date. You know, it's something stupid. So yeah, how the fuck is everybody doing? Woo woo woo. Today, I wanted to get the bushings in the new urethane fucking bushings in the Type R control arms. So I went to O'Reilly to get a U-joint press, basically, rent one. They charge you so fucking much money to rent it. The ball joint press probably cost about $100 max. They were trying to get me to put down a $125 deposit to rent it. And yeah, granted, you get your money back, but dude, I don't got $125 cash on my person just to rent something. Like, dude, why don't they scan your driver's license? Why don't they got your home address if you have an account? Like, fucking stupid. So, went over to the shop and one of my dad's body men had a U-joint press, a brand new one. So, probably gonna do that tomorrow. True story. Should be pretty good. He also made a good observation. He was like, "Why don't we like?" He's like, "What do you need to get left until we can start the install?" And I was like, "Well, I gotta get some stainless steel brake lines, brake pads, and some adjustable end links for the sway bar, so we can make sure it fits." And he was like, "You should hold off on the brake pads. Like, we don't need the brake pads to get it up and running because we want to make sure the caliper pistons are really good functioning because like we want to make sure they're not locked up basically. So the pads have enough meat on them, right? We wouldn't want to put brand new brake pads in there then have something seize up or lock up because it would fuck the brake pads up, and especially if I'm getting nice hawk pads or endless pads or something like that, I wouldn't want to fuck up brand new brake pads, so we'll get it installed with just the brake pads that are in there, and then week after that or next week or a couple weeks down the road we'll put the endless pads in there. True story. But I probably will get the stainless steel lines still for the install to make that look nice, and we're changing all of it anyway. And then the end links basically, so should be pretty good. I'm hoping, dude, I'm hoping there's nothing wrong with the Brembos. Jamal, what's up, man? Happy Halloween as well. Thank you. I'm not a trick-or-treater. I'm not in costume. I'm just your neighborhood Jesus. So, but yeah, Halloween's a weird holiday, honestly. It's a really odd holiday. I guess it's fun when you're a kid. You can trick-or-treating, dress up and shit, but I don't know. His name's Jamal. It's not Jabal. The fuck? Justin, what the hell are you doing? But yeah, fucking, do you like Halloween? You're not against it, right? I mean, I'm not against it. I just think America has some of the dumbest holidays on planet Earth. Dude, like, other countries look at us and they're like, y'all are idiots. I mean, the fact that we celebrate prom and high school graduation and Columbus Day and so much shit that's just dumb. Other countries look at us and they're like, "You fucking idiots." Justin says period parties. I don't even want to know. What the fuck? This is what I'm talking about. It's so silly. Justin says it's a new thing. Oh, I'm sure it is. Some. Oh my god. It's a new thing to celebrate periods. Really? I would have never guessed. Yeah, it's just. We're so into celebrating things, it's hilarious. Like me personally, I graduated high school. Then you have graduation ceremony. I did not go. You want to know why? Because I graduated high school and it was over. It's time to never go back. I'm not wasting a day of my life to go stand up on a stage and dress in a robe and have some stupid fucking hat and throw it up in the air and get a piece of paper that was basically useless. You know what I'm saying? It's so stupid. I got my shit mailed to my house. I was like, you can mail that diploma to me. I don't give a fuck. I mean, they're just so overdone, you know? Like, big ceremony because you graduated high school. Like, high school was the biggest sham. Organized education in general is the biggest sham. You know what I'm saying? It's just a bunch of bitch work, you know? Bunch of busy work so you get accreditation. It's fucking stupid. Jamal says, "What's happening with the Brembos?" I went to go try to rent a ball press, you know, to get the control arms pressed out so I can put the energy suspension inserts in there. So, I went to O'Reilly and they wanted a $125 deposit because they don't trust me. They don't trust anybody. So I was like, you know what? I think I'll just go back to my shop and use our press. How about that? Because I thought our press didn't have any cups to push it out. So fucking one of my dad's bodymen, he had a press. He had a U-joint press, so good to go. Brand new, never even used. Hey. But yeah, fucking we'll probably get that not this weekend, but next weekend. I think we'll get on that. Brembo time, guys. I just gotta order some sway bar end links and some brake lines. It's about 170 bucks right there. So I'll show you guys. Put my cigarette out. Take you guys for a little field trip. What's behind this door? Bam. This is the RSX store. And granted, this isn't for sale. And one of these steering wheels, I got to keep so I can pass inspections for further years. But this is the steering wheel out of my silver car. This will be for sale. These are not for sale. These two clusters are definitely for sale. Got AC button trim, so if you got a broken AC button dial, got those. We got fucking cruise control, sunroof, and your mirror panel cluster. We got some side door garnishes, sill kick plates, whatever you call them. Type R flywheel. Got two Bose stock OEM stereo units. Glove box. Fucking center console. Pretty good shape too. Then we got, what I'm gonna do is see, this is the Type R. I don't know if see if it'll see it or not. I mean, fuck it, I might as well take it out of the pack. Hold on. I gotta take it out anyway. So this is your type. This is the Type R center console piece, like shift boot piece. See, this is what the Type S one looks like, and that's actually the Type R shift boot, the actual leather piece. I took this from here, so I'll be putting this back on here and selling this because I don't need it anymore. And then this is the original OEM leather piece, and that'll go back on here. We got, you know, your shift knob. The shift knob looks pretty shitty, but where am I gonna put you guys? I'm trying to. Hold on. But you got your shift knob, shift boot. True story. See, when I bought the car, it came with this one. See how nice this leather looks? This is OEM. I mean, it's just black with black stitching, but then you look at this. Like, see how, like, the difference is? This shit looks, like, really weird looking. It feels really weird looking. This is, like, nice and smooth, and it doesn't have all this, like, texture to it. This is definitely not OEM. Don't know what the hell this is, but, yeah. Got stuff for sale. Stuff for sale. And this is, like, probably, like, half of the stuff to sell, honestly. Like, I have so much more stuff out in the garage. I have another set of these. I have A-pillars. I have, fuck, I'm trying to think. All the stuff I have. I mean, all kinds of trim pieces, like rear interior trim pieces. Here's the rest of our Recaro insert material. We have quite a bit of material left. If you look, you'll see it or not. It's all the black reflection, but we have quite a bit of material left. It goes down. It's like a lot of material left. But it's all protected, chilling there. And then the rest of this stuff is like, you know, this is all, the stuff in this box is stuff I'm keeping. You know, I got, if I ever figure out my SRS bypass thing, I got the new door garnishes for the left and right door. I got my Type R spoiler wing gaskets, other door garnish, miscellaneous hardware. Then we got, I still need to figure out this BR system. It's kind of a confusing thing. If anybody wants this, I really don't need it. This is back before I got the yellow fog lights. I was going to tint the fog lights that were in there, but then the lens got cracked. And we still got some Honda aftermarket parts, Hamp filters. And actually, I found out that if you look at these are the fucking OG green ones. See how it's green? They stopped making these. Now they're blue, just like our normal Honda oil filter, but they're still Hamp. But these are like almost impossible to find now, and I still have 2 of them. So that's kind of cool, you know, little odds and ends. This is a water pump gasket. I didn't need this because the water pump came with a brand new gasket, so I kind of fucked up on that. There's my steering hub. And we got, you know, I won't need any of these pieces. These are your seat bolt covers. I don't need these. I do need this though. This is for your trunk lid, hatch hinge. Allen keys. Another trim piece. I still don't know what the hell this is. This came with my Recaro seat. It's like some kind of like seat slider cover or something. There's only one though. So that's kind of weird. But yeah, a lot of stuff, you know. And the transmission is still up for sale, but it's not really selling. So I might need to lower the price of it by $100 or $200 or something. Not quite sure on that. I really wanted to get $1,000 for it, but I mean, if I get $800 for it, I definitely wouldn't turn it down. Oh, I knew that was gonna happen. Why is this phone being so annoying? There we go. Come on now, plug it in. But yeah, let me see comments. Let's see. Here, actually, I'm gonna pull up my comment bar because I'm tired of scrolling. YouTube. Let's see, what do we got? Justin says you don't like the texture. Oh, are you talking about that shift, that leather shift boot? It's not OEM. I don't like the texture, and I don't like that it's not OEM. So that's what I was pointing out. It's definitely not OEM. Super abrasive and doesn't look good. Looks like shit. I spotted it instantly. I was like, well, I can just swap it out. But it's not good when people, things like that. Something that looks kind of OEM, but then it's not OEM. People replace shit stupid, They do it stupid. So just goes to show what the person's quality of caliber of replacing or repairing things. Like, they did a shit job. Let's just be real here. He couldn't even put a spoiler on. Jamal says all that stuff looks brand new. Yeah, it's not in bad condition, honestly, And that's like, I mean, I'm not gonna sell it stupid. I'm not gonna sell it like for retail, but I don't know. I'm trying to recuperate some money back from it. And also, the brake system and control arm and the whole assembly and the axles for the car has on it right now that we're swapping out. All that stuff will be for sale also. So I don't know. I'm thinking, like, if you want the whole braking system and the control arms and trailing arms and everything, I mean, I'm trying to get it moved quick. So I'm saying like $500, which is a really good deal for front hubs, knuckles, calipers, two axles that are not leaking or ripped. $500. I think that's fair. Somebody out there might have like some seized up brakes or need some rotors. I got the upgraded the rotors in the front are upgraded. They're drilled and slotted. So I don't know what brand they are, but whoever bought the car or sold me the car had them on there. So Justin says that material belongs in a safe. It really does, but I don't know. I don't get the point of sitting on it and like hoarding it, I want to put it to good use. Hopefully this car I have lasts forever, or at least doesn't get in a flood. So I'm definitely gonna baby it. Like, I'm not gonna baby it in a sense of like motor wise, like I'm gonna drive the hell out of it, but in a sense of taking care of it, like making sure there's no rust, making sure it doesn't have any leaks, making sure all the bushings and everything stay good and all that stuff. Like, definitely gonna keep an eye on everything, because you got to. Let's see. Justin says that's awesome story you got. Those Hamp filters might be worth a fortune one day. Maybe. I mean, I don't know. There's really not any difference between those filters and the blue ones. They're exactly the same. They just have a different color, because Honda oil filters are blue and Hamp ones are green, but then they stopped making green ones. They just make them. They're Hamp. They're still Hamp like Honda aftermarket parts, but you know, they changed the color up just because maybe they're trying to save money or something. Like, hey, we make blue filters for Honda. It costs more money to make green filters, or who knows what. Justin says, "How do you swap the boot? You take the staples out and line it up and restaple it. It's really not as bad as you think." Justin says, "How much life is left in the rotors?" They're decent. They're not warped. They don't have like corrosion or metal on metal contact or anything like that. So they look pretty decent. I mean, they're just not. Personally, like I don't mind drilled and slotted rotors, but these ones don't really look the part. They look like something cheap, and I'd rather just have some blank OEM rotors, honestly. Unless I'm going with like a nice company like Stop Tech or Willwood or something like that that makes a really quality drilled or slotted rotor. Because these just look kind of, they look fairly cheap. Get it, Harley. What the fuck? Come on, machine. You never do that. You rarely do that. Why would you do that? I gotta roll another one because that one fucked up. Justin says, "Gotta head home. I'll be casting." Shades casted up, man. But yeah, in other news, other shop endeavors, still waiting to get my fucking rear bumper painted. I would like to get that painted soon because I'm very eager to see if that will help out the exhaust burning the lip problem because it's a replica lip and my bumper sagging. That would be nice. Then from there, it'll probably go rear bumper, fenders, mirrors, and then side skirts. And then from there, once we get all those pieces painted, paint the rest of the car. I think I'm going to enjoy the car while I still can. Let any gonna let any rock chips and imperfections and dings or anything like that happen now. I mean, you can't control those types of things. But I hope if I'm gonna get a ding or a rock chip that I'll have it now. Then once I get the car painted, maybe like ceramic coated or get a clear bra for the front or I don't know what, like I almost want to get it, that clear ceramic wrap or whatever on there. So if anything does rock chip, it'll be rock chipping the clear bra or something like that. But to a degree, if you think about it, paint and auto body family, I guess it doesn't really matter if I get a rock chip because I can get shit repainted. So that is a point too. Jamal says, "Do you get trick or treaters in your neighborhood?" We got a bunch of them last night. Well, see, I live off a main road, so we never get trick or treaters, ever. We've gotten, I think, one trick or treater in the past like 12 years. They don't take their kids on the main road. If you're like down like deeper in the neighborhood, like with cul-de-sacs and off streets, I'm sure they get a lot of trick or treaters, but like we get none. We're off a main road, so people are worried about their kids getting ran over. Sorry. Yeah, I'm still debating on the transmission though. I mean, for the Revo shifter box, the shift cables, and the transmission. I think 1,000 is fair, but maybe I should knock it down to 800. See if it entices anybody. You know. Because I mean, that's like $200. I mean, 800. 800 would still be really good. Or even 750. I'd be the lowest I will go. Lowest I will go is 750. But I'd still like to get that 1,000 for the shift. Like, and 750 would be without the shifter box and the shift cables, like just the transmission, bare bones. I'm thinking about taking a wire wheel to that motherfucker and cleaning it up and making it look brand new. Maybe that'll entice people more. I mean, I don't see the appeal of somebody like that wants something that looks brand new that's not brand new. They want to be deceived. It's like people are so into the image of something. Like the transmission is totally solid. It has no dead gears, no bad synchros, no nothing. But it's got a lot of grime on it. So like it's got a lot of patina, you know? So they're like, oh, I'm not spending $800 on that. I'm not spending 1,000 on that. It looks dirty. It's like, take what you can get, man. You're not gonna be able to find a brand new fucking PRB transmission, and if you do, it's gonna cost you like $2,000. Jamal says, "Yeah, man. I hope you sell all your stuff and get a good price for it all." Yeah, me too, man. I would love it if I could sell things like just banging them out every day. Like, oh, I sold the transmission today. Oh, someone wanted the door panels. Oh, someone wants the center console. Like, it's really like a waiting game. That's why I was so surprised when someone wanted to buy the motor, and he bought it for like $900. But dude, that was like the easiest transaction ever. Super easy. He called me up and asked me what the serial number was on the motor. Then an hour and a half later, he was there with his truck, and we got that shit good to go. Ooh. In other news, I still haven't found a luthier to work on my Deerhoof guitar. I don't know if it's gonna happen or not. Like, I've not found one luthier that I trust. They just seem like runaround people, like, oh yeah, sure, we'll take good care of it. You don't know what the fuck they're doing, or if they're any good. There's one guy in town that apparently is pretty damn good at setting up guitars, but he charges a stupid amount of money. Like we're talking like, I think for a intonation and setup and go over everything, he charges like 375 or something like that, like something ridiculous like that. It's like, dude, 125 more dollars. That's fucking half a grand just to set a guitar up, like. And not to mention, you're supposed to get your guitar set up once every year. Like, I have to spend half a grand to get a guitar set up. That's insane. I can't do it. Oh, I didn't even see your comment, Jamal. That Jimi Hendrix looks fire. Dude, Jimmy. It's true. An Asian guy in the mall that's not there anymore. He used to do paintings. Like, I think it's a oil pastel. And, yeah. Pretty badass. It was like $25, I think. Jamal says, I was just about to ask how's the music going. It'd be great to get the Deerhoof up and running again, but yeah, I gotta make sure someone doesn't wreck it while trying to fix it, definitely. High priority. And as far as music's going, dude, oh my god, it's so hard to put into words, like, just so uninspired. It's like, I could blame it on being rusty, but I'm really not that rusty. I go sit at my drum set and, like, I can fucking rip. and I play guitar, and I'm like definitely rusty on guitar. But drums, like drums is like riding a bike. You just start doing it, and you're right back to where you were. But like guitar, I feel like my pick hand is just like super out of out of practice. Like I don't know how to describe it. Like the other night when I hooked up my amp and I was playing with the ME50 unit and just like my little teeny tiny amp, that was really fun. Like I was having fun with that. But like I don't know how to describe it, to dive into music like and I want to record. It's like almost non-existent. Like I like playing. Like I could pick up my guitar right now and like play something, have fun. But it's like I just feel out of whack with it. It's fucking weird. Like cars has consumed so much of my past, like I mean really like my past year, that my music side is just like shrank so fucking much. But yeah, I definitely got to get back into it because I miss it, you know. But so much of my like musicianship was like fueled by fucking smoking weed and like playing like jamming with people, and it's like there's not really that many people around here that are into like jamming, and if they are, they definitely smoke weed. So if you don't smoke weed, if it's not like a jam session fueled by smoking weed, then yeah, they're like, I don't want to jam. It's fucking stupid. Jamal says, you need a better drum mic. That would probably inspire you to record more. Oh, definitely, dude. Because like, I hate playing the electronic drum kit because it feels so fake. It sounds good to a degree, but like the feel of an electronic drum kit is really whack, which is kind of making me want to sell it because I could get $1,000 for it. But then I feel like if I sell it, I'm gonna be like, oh, I'm such an idiot. Like that thing's cool for like electronic sounds and like doing stuff like that. But it's so artificial feeling, and a real acoustic drum kit feels like right at home. Feels like so much better. So, but yeah, you're right. I do need to get some drum mics. This condenser tube mic has shit the bed. I don't know what's wrong with it. It kind of works, it kind of doesn't. And it used to do that about 8 years ago. So I'm not sure what the deal with it is, honestly. I think it was out of use for so long, or the diaphragm on the inside is like blown or something. I don't know what it is. Because it's like output is super low. And it shouldn't be. Or it's something to do with my mixer. But I doubt that. Not too sure, honestly, but yeah, I think I'll get back to music eventually. I just need to. Honestly, I feel like I need a fresh setup. I feel like I need. I don't even know how to describe it. I've been playing music in this room so long that like I feel like I need a change of scenery, like a new studio. I need to move this shit somewhere else and like go through it all and set like a new routing system and like I made so much music with this particular setup that I'm like bored with it kind of. That's why it felt fun to play with just the ME50 and just a pocket amp because it was different, you know. It's like, oh, the ME50, back to my roots. It reminds me of Omar when he was talking in an interview about pedals and equipment. He was like, you just get gluttonous. The more stuff you have, the more it weighs you down and gets you less inspired. And he was like, I just remember back when I just had a couple of pedals and a 4-track recorder, and I used to have so much more fun and had to be so much more creative. And it's like my rig now has like 20 plus pedals. We got two 16-channel mixers, an electronic drum kit, and we got all this MIDI shit and all that stuff. It's like, it's kind of, I mean, it's great technology, but it's kind of uninspiring because you have so many options. You don't even know which way to jump. Jamal says on some of the flight bike recordings, you managed to achieve amazing sounding acoustic drum tracks. I listen in the headphones, listen loud in the headphones. Well, yeah, like that was just recording with that mic and a Shure mic and the kick drum, just a two mic setup, and it when it works, but like it's shitting out and it's not doing the condenser mic's messed up or something. I don't know. I would record with just those two mics. Like I don't necessarily want to go to like some big like drum mic kit with like fucking 10 mics or something crazy like that. But I don't know. I definitely need some new mics. Definitely need some new mics. Hey, I feel kind of like shitty today. My body feels like weird. I don't know how to describe it. I kind of have a headache, but I don't. And like, I don't know, my back hurts. I don't know what it is. I think it's all the changes in weather, going from cold to hot to cold to hot to cold to hot. It's like your body doesn't know what the fuck to do. But yeah, definitely need to get my. I think if I had my Deerhoof guitar set up and my Strat reset up and all that stuff, get all my, go through the maintenance of things, get all my guitars and instruments set up again, properly intonated and all that stuff, it'd be a lot more inspiring. It'd be picking up a guitar and it plays perfect. So then the only room for error or flaw is me. So that's really a great point because an instrument shouldn't have a flaw. You should have a flaw if need be. Neither one should have a flaw, but I'd rather it be on me than my instrument, or my equipment, because that's just frustrating. Having to plug shit in, unplug it, try to turn this on. Does it have dust in it? Is something shorting out? All that bullshit. Jamal says that would be awesome if you were able to get one album released by the end of the year. Yeah, possibly. And if it's not an album um, that I currently recorded, like let's say I start recording tomorrow, I could go in my arsenal, my vault, and fucking dig up an album to release, from the past at least something, because it would be fun to edit and go back and revisit it and see what kind of mindset I was in, inspiration wise, like months or years ago. So I think before the end of the year, I'll definitely at least release something, something. True story. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, also, Jamal, if you want a sticker, I guess message me your shipping info and I'll send you one out pro bono. Because we got Australia in the house. We got to get some New Zealand rep. Woo woo woo. We got 3 people on the head counter. Who else is in here? Who's lurking in the back? That's the email, man. Good old octahedron777 at yahoo.com. You know the deal. Trying to think how many stamps it would take to get a sticker and a letter, like letter mail. It's probably going to take at least 4 stickers. I think that's how many I put on cams, but I'm not positive. You never know how many it's going to take to get across the world, the other side of the world. Yeah, I'm really curious to know who the hell the other two people are in here. Are you afraid to comment? Are you lurking? You're guilty. Jamal says, unless you're casting, why join a live stream unless you're going to react? That's a very good point. And as you said, that one person left. Oh shit, I forgot to tell you, Jamal. Speaking of Deerhoof, do you know what they released today? They did a 7-inch single EP, just a single on each side of the 7-inch, of music from The Shining. Yeah. Sounds pretty fucking badass. Oh yeah, dude. Fuck yeah, dude. If I hadn't seen Deerhoof live, I'd be like longing for a fucking live show of Deerhoof. I've seen them more times than I can count on my hands, and like, dude, every time I get to see Deerhoof, I'm so happy. Jamal says they need to tour down under again because I will make sure to attend every show. There's footage on YouTube of them playing in Auckland at a very small bar. Damn. That's pretty badass. Be y'all. Oh my goodness, I feel so sluggish today. I woke up super late today. I've only been up for like 7 hours. That's how you binge shit. Jamal says it's 11:40 a.m. here, getting second coffee of the day. Damn, it's 11:40 there. It's fucked. Who needs a whammy bar or whammy pedal when you got? Just right. Hey now, take it easy. Let's see. Jamal says would be dope if you're doing oil painting for the cover art for the next album. Yeah, fucking I mean, all the album cover to some degree is some type of like art manipulation, whether it's a painting or a drawing or a photo I like fuck with and like morph. Pretty much all of it is some sort of artistic endeavor. And there's a few that are just like, um, like a background or something I made on Photoshop and it's just like fucking letters. A couple of them are like that just because I never do that, so yeah. But most of them, it's almost always some sort of graphic design or a couple of them are actual paintings. True story. Jamal says once I get PayPal set up, I will buy your music upon release. Oh, but I can never charge you for the music. If you want to make a donation, that's one thing. But actual money for the music, I can't do that. I appreciate the offer though. One day I would like to get some records pressed though. A flight bike record on vinyl. That's the end goal. But honestly, I don't feel like I've made something that's I wouldn't say it's not worth putting on a record, but it's like I know I have stuff in me, musical dreams and endeavors and shit floating around in my head that I have not fully mastered yet. That's what's going on the record. And once that day comes, we will spend money and get records pressed. True fucking story. Like the stuff I've made so far is definitely a learning process. It's like growth, it's wisdom. And until I'm fully mastered, like I feel like, oh, this is solid, super solid, then that's gonna be the time to get stuff pressed on records. Jamal says, hell yeah, like a selection of your favorite flight bike tracks on vinyl. That's an idea too. Put a compilation out. That actually is a really good idea because I have so much content, so many sessions or albums or entries or whatever you want to call them that certain tracks, certain highlights are definitely better than others. So that would be a really good icebreaker. An introduction to flight bike. Yeah, that'd be badass. I wish I could re-record this one specific track called Sid because yeah, the levels and stuff are not perfect by any means, but the content is so much there. I can hear it perfectly in my head, and when I listen to the track, I'm like, oh, it sounds so badass, but it's like it's got so far to go because like the levels and stuff. I will order a signed copy. Signed copy indeed. Oh, and I also talked to Sticker Mule. I don't know if any of you guys remember from a couple streams ago. I was talking to Broke Dad, and I was like, I think I might have not sent you stickers in your envelope. I talked to Sticker Mule, and they were like, we do sometimes send out extra stickers. So if you ordered 10, you may have very well gotten 13 or 15. Um, you can have them for free, yada, yada, yada. And I was like, word, thank you. Jamal. What the fuck? You're a seasoned listener, man. That's crazy. He says that's the from the album cover where you're in a Japanese cafe with a smoking booth over the table. Dope track. Yeah. I'm trying to think of the name of that. It's like consideration determined by amount of oxygen consumed or something like that. What is that? God, it's bad when you don't even remember your own album names. Consideration determined by purity of oxygen consumed. That's what it is. Purity. There you go. Hey. God, looking at all these fucking albums. Crazy. Yeah, I think the album I last listened to of mine was Zen Master and Total Psycho Maintenance. And when I listen back to that, dude, it's like fucking mindfuck. Like, I don't even know what the fuck I was doing. I have no recollection of like how this was consumed or conjured. It's like, what is that? That's how much I recorded music. Yeah, last track on the album. It's the banger. I think in that album, the first track and the last track I saved. I set it up so the first track is like badass, really badass, the banger, intro banger, and then the last track's the outro banger. And then the songs in between are, they still serve a purpose, but like, I don't know, first one, last one. Setup is good. Ay, 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 ay. Dude, tonight is so boring. Jamal says, what I like about listening through all of the albums is it's full of surprises. Just out of nowhere, you'll hear something halfway through a song that sounds mind blowing. Yeah, well, I think that happens because like I don't do. A lot of people would discard so much of that material. They would be like, "Oh, it's not solid enough. Like we got to rehearse it. Like do a 5, or do oh, it's out of tune or something like that." And like that's the diary, like it's an audio diary. Like imagine your pencil doesn't have an eraser on it, so you only thing you can do is scribble over it or fucking just keep writing basically, stuff like that. So I think that's how the whole improvising, making an album out of improvisations, and it's like freestyling. I'm sure people that do freestyling like fuck up. Eventually they have to fuck up, but they embrace it and then they get better and they get more fluent and they get more like articulate with their words and stuff, and like through failure you're gonna have success basically. So that's why I embrace the improvisation and no discarding of material, or for the most part not much discarding of material. Pretty much everything's a first take. It's like John Frusciante. Pretty much every album you listen to by John Frusciante is one takes. First take. Almost all the songs are first takes. That's like what's so amazing about him. You know? That's fucking crazy because he has some serious. That's how you know he's a real musician, is because he has some serious fucking music that's really solid and like inspiring, and it's first takes. That's insane. True story. But yeah, guys, I think we've had a good stream. Thanks for everybody that was here, all 3 or 4 of you. Dude, I swear, streams used to have so many people in them, and like, I don't understand it. It's like an ocean that dried up. I don't get it. But Jamal says, thanks for making the recordings available for listening. Just know that you've inspired me a lot musically. Well, thank you, man. I'm glad I could do something for somebody, because I'm sure a lot of people that are serious musicians listen to my music and they wouldn't even consider it music. They're like, oh, you're just digging around. You know what I'm saying? And that is what it is. I mean, there's a lot of talented people out there, but I like to embrace improvisation and, diversity and different sounds. And, I don't really consider myself a guitar player. I don't really consider myself a drummer or a bass player or a keyboard player or any of that stuff. I just think of it as art, basically, like scribbling, painting, shit like that. It's all the same thing, really, if you think about it, You're a poet, you're an actor, you're a screen printer, you're a fucking car builder, you're a drummer. It's all the same shit. Jamal says if more people took the time to listen to all the Flight Bike page, they would appreciate it, I'm sure. Yeah, some people, Dead spirits up in the house. What up, man? How you doing? Have your stickers arrived yet? Probably not. Probably tomorrow. Doing great? Nice. And I talked to Sticker Mule. I think they did send me more than 10 because I'm pretty positive I put 3 stickers in there. So I'll be eager to see if you have stickers in there. But I talked to them. They were like, no, it's totally possible that you got more than 10. And I was like, hey. Man, I had a borderline black lung moment like yours where I thought, hey, maybe my piston rings are worn out, but I don't think so. I don't think my car has the black lung. When I cold started it up, it had some soot that looked like yours, but you realize that could be condensation that's going through a black exhaust, and it's just, the condensation's getting tinted, because of black exhaust. So, I mean, car drives good. I mean, I don't really have any worries about it, but you never know. You see something like that, you're like, what the fuck is that? I think I have the black lung pop. How are the Brembos? I'm trying to think. Probably not this weekend, not like in like 2 or 3 days, but next weekend after that. I think we're gonna be good to go on the install. I just have to get some ASR adjustable sway bar end links to make sure that the Type S header will meet up with the the fucking control arms and all that stuff, because I'm really not trying to get all this shit taken apart to find out I have to put it. You know what I mean? That would be a really big pain in the ass. Let's see. Yes, I drink a lot. I drink a bit of oil, but it's all good. Yeah, see, that's why I know it's not oil getting past the piston and getting spit out the exhaust, because my oil doesn't change at all. Like, the car hasn't lost any oil, which is really great, And the catch can, I took the catch can out yesterday just for fun, and there's like nothing in it. I didn't hear anything like drizzling, or like when I shook it, there was like nothing to be shook, which is pretty amazing. I think Christian just texted me. He says he can do. Oh, he can hook me up on the brake pads. Endless brake pads. I don't know if they're any better than just getting some Hawk HPSs or not. He's pretty prone. He's like, dude, you're getting endless. So apparently I'm getting endless. I'm not going Hawk HPS. But the price is about exactly the same as Hawk HPSs. So yeah. Yeah, who knows? You know what I mean? Like, I don't think it's gonna be much of a benefit, maybe, but they're definitely gonna be just as good, if not better, than Hawk HPSs. So we'll see. It'd be nice to try something else new out. Wing King was telling me, he was like, dude, just get Hawk HPSs, like endless pads and Mugen pads. That they're no better, and they're super expensive. So I was like, yeah, maybe you're right. But if I can get a deal through Christian Shop with endless pads, because they stock endless pads, wouldn't hurt to try, you know. And also, my one of my dad's body men, he was like, don't order the brake pads yet until we get the brakes on there and we know that they work. Because if we brand new brake pad in there and something locks up, one of the pistons locks up on the brakes, you're gonna ruin the brake pad. Yeah, that's true. Street driving won't be able to really tell. I'm just not. I'm not just any street driver, man. I'm pushing her time to time. So yeah, it's not really gonna matter as long as they're not noisy, man. That's what I'm worried about with Brembos. You know, you hear everyone with like Brembos say they squeak and stuff. I guess we'll see. Christian said endless Vita Nueva. He says older gen, but good for street driving. We'll see. What you getting into for Halloween? I was about to say Broke Dad. I guess I'm gonna have to call you Lachlan now. Can I still call you Broke Dad? It's so easy to say. Drinking beer. Oh yeah. And handing out candy. Dude, best of both worlds. You don't mind? Okay, good. I know you're not Broke Dad Garage Channel anymore, but it's so easy. Dude, it was a humble fit because you were like Emerald tuning for the longest time, then you were Type Rusty, and then Broke Dad Garage. I was like, dude, good to go. Broke Dad Garage. But seeing as you purged that channel, you know, Dead Spirits doesn't not necessarily not have a good ring to it. It's just harder to say. What up, Dead Spirits DC? Type Rusty sounds so faggy. I mean, it, I, I'd say I agree, and like I don't agree. It sounds odd. Like it doesn't sound like a Honda person at all. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm Type Rusty. That's the dialect I hear it in. What up, guys? I'm Type Rusty, and welcome to Trucker Mini Trucking Magazine's annual Truckathon. Jamal says Halloween in New Zealand is just like USA. Almost everyone gets into it. You know, I used to go to Halloween parties and stuff when I was younger, but I don't know. I'm very bored with parties and stuff like that. You know, it's typical people doing typical things most of the time. If you have a tight knit, close group of friends, cronies, you know. My idea of a good Halloween party would be getting hammered drunk. Well, not hammered drunk, you know, but have some beers, have some food, wrench on some cars. Fucking, I don't know what else. Smash a pumpkin. Let's see. Dead Spirits is the best one. It is good. And dude, these new stickers, like, dude, I can't wait to put them on like underneath my door mirror. But I'm getting my car repainted, so it's kind of like I want to wait. I don't want to waste a sticker. I mean, I could put it on now, but it's like, eh. Jamal's laughing. Perk Dead says dressing up as an adult is lame. At least ladies look like hoes. Dude, you want to hear a funny story? When I got my coffee today. By the way, the cutie that said she was like, "What kind of car is this?" You know, and was like super interested in the car. I saw her yesterday, and she was like super mundane when she didn't realize it was me. She was like, "Hi, 440," and she said, "Oh, it's you," and "Oh, it's your car." Blah blah blah. She started lighting up like a Christmas tree, and that chick wants some. I'm telling you, she does. It's gonna be amazing. Next time I see her, I'm gonna let it simmer. I'm gonna let the oven preheat, and she'll be like, "Hey, what's your name? Trying to hang out? You want to go for a ride sometime? Trying to clap cheeks." So fucking, I went today, and that chick wasn't there. This other girl was there, and it's Halloween, obviously. She was dressed up as a fucking Fortnite skin. She was like probably as old as me, like probably mid 20s, late 20s to early 30s or something like that. She was dressed up as the fucking Oktoberfest Fortnite skin. I was like, what the fuck? It was quite awkward. I was like, I know I play Fortnite, but like, I don't know if I can get into you. I'm not on board. Jamal says, dude, get her number. Dude, third time's a charm, I'm telling you. So you had the inaugural interaction, like the car, and then she was like, oh, it's you. Blah, blah, blah. And then the third one would be like, fucking Cobra Strike. Be like, that's right. Broke Dad says, slow walk that. Do a walk the dog yo-yo trick. What does she look like? She seems like she's fairly attractive. I mean, you can only gather the physique of someone through the cashier window. You can't see the bottom half of them, right? But from the waist up, she's pretty attractive. Blonde girl, pretty face. She wears glasses, which is not always a deal breaker or not a deal breaker. So yeah, seems like she has a pretty nice personality, good smile, all that stuff. But we shall see. Because you always want to kind of this is how you, like Berg Dad said, slow walk that shit. They don't know if you got a girlfriend. They don't know if you're married. They don't know your deal. So it's like you don't seem too eager, too thirsty. So then by the third interaction, she's gonna be like, blah blah blah. Here's my number. Another girl at Starbucks gave me her number. She gave me her number, and she actually turned out to be batshit crazy and have kids. Well, kids aren't a deal breaker either, but she had a whole bunch of baby daddy drama, and she was batshit crazy. True story. I was like, I ain't touching that with a 10-foot pole. Jamal says, way to go. That's right. Yeah, drop hints. You know what I'm saying? I think the initial she likes the car so much. I'm be like, you should go. I should take you for a ride sometime. And she'd be like, hmm. trying to DC5 it with your neighborhood Jesus. Cause she's like really into the car. She's like, what kind of car is this? This thing's amazing. I was like, something you cannot buy in America. Well, I told her what I was doing. I was converting the car. I was like, basically, this is what it would look like if you had the one in Japan, except it'd be right-hand drive. Yeah, that's what Eric was saying the other night. He was like, ask her if she can drive stick. Wink, wink. If she can drive stick for real, like, not even don't say stick. That shit is too obvious. True story. But if she actually can drive a manual transmission, that'd be a pretty funny video to see somebody try to drive my car, especially a sexy girl. Cause that would be clickbait. Be like, sexy Starbucks girl drives my DC5 pseudo Type R. Million views. So stupid. Dude, I just cannot. Ah, ah. Jamal says would be dope if you did a driving video with a hot chick in the passenger seat. See, I just don't want it to come to that. 'Cause see, all the big YouTubers they take their girlfriends and pawn them off. Just eye candy. Just thirst trapping you. You know. Because honestly, if I had a lady in my life right now and we were driving along, camera wouldn't be on. Camera wouldn't be on. I'm telling you. Because I'd be too busy with my life. I mean, think about it. How many videos have we seen of Broke Dad's old lady? Or, you know, certain YouTubers that are actually decent, like high up there in the subs, and they got old ladies. They usually aren't, the ones that have integrity usually aren't gonna put their ladies on camera. Then the dudes that got 100 plus thousand subs and all this shit, it's like their pinnacle to showcase their girlfriend. You know, it's like video. It's like YouTube prostitution. Yeah, dude, I need more subs. So like, here, let's put you in short shorts and put you next to my car and we'll work on it. But you're just gonna sit there and look like a boner jam. You know what I'm saying? Jamal says that's understandable. Bergdad says never. Exactly, that's my point. Exactly. So what's the new podcast schedule? DC, DSDC. Is it still on Sundays or pop ups or what do we got? Yeah, I find it ironic though. We live in a pretty heavily populated neighborhood. There's like 2,700 people in this neighborhood. I still find it weird we don't get trick or treaters because we live off a main road. I mean, you got the cul-de-sac or this one main road with like maybe 10 houses in the corner. And there's houses all along there. You'd think they would be trying to trick or treat their way out, but I don't know. They're just scared their kids are gonna get hit by a car or something. They only go to cul-de-sacs and shit. Ay, yay, yay, yay. But yeah, guys, I think I might go get some food. Kind of got a little low grade headache. Maybe I need more coffee. Maybe I don't. And yeah, looking forward to getting these Brembos on. Think it's going to be the final DC5R centerpiece, other than like, some emblems and, getting the Type R fenders back on and all that stuff. Pretty much going to have the perfect DC5R clone. The Brembos is like a big part of it. It's almost just as much a big part of it as the motor, and the LSD transmission. So Justin says, look up Rob's stream. Oh my god. What? What am I about to get myself into, Justin? And have you been the lurker in the background this whole time? You old rebel fucking rouser. When I say who's lurking in the back, I don't care if you're driving. You pull off and say, it's me, I'm here. Oh my god, I bet Throb is dressed up in a really, really bad costume or something. What the fuck? What the fuck? Dude, did he go Keenan out this bitch? He went Keenan out this bitch. Turn on the sound.
By the way, Rebel Rouse, this is Rob. I gotta say, you're doing a great job at that Texas accent. Well, thank you there, Justin. I appreciate
That's all I gotta say. Good God. Man, this is why I left, because, setting up tickers at the bottom. Subscribe now. Thanks for watching. Smash the like button. Subscribe now. Thanks for watching. Smash the like button. Follow me on Instagram for channel announcement news. Instagram at Throp Nation. Oh my god. It's too much, And not only do we have one Throb Nation icon at the bottom, we got another one at the top, and you got some picture, a thumbnail at the top. It's too much, man. Like, I know you're proud and loud or whatever, but goddamn, you don't. That's all I gotta say. Jamal says overkill galore. New album name. Overkill Galore. I think that's gonna be the new album name. I gotta write that down. Oh, Pen, don't fail me now. Oh, Pen, why are you being a bitch? This Pen's being an asshole. This would already be written if a pen worked properly. Oh, then the last letter works perfect. Man, that's bullshit. You wanna know why? Look how hard I had to write Overkill Galore. Then you get to the last letter. It's like, oh yeah, no problem. Oh, that's great. Trusty Pen. Justin says totally agree. Well, he's just going Keenan mode, you know. I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. It is what it is. To each their own. Just not my forte. This is why I love having 200 and however many subs. Because honestly, nowadays, let's say you got a lot of subs, you're really not making that much money off YouTube. It used to be something, and now you're really not making shit. Jamal says, now there's 4 on the head counter. Who's the lurker? It says 5 on mine. Hey, if you're watching your neighborhood Jesus, roll call. Who's here? Who we got? Justin says quality, not quantity. Always, man. Always. I think I figured it out. It's probably just Justin on his 5 accounts. Mine days 6. I'm gonna say that says mine says 6 because I'm really good at reading typos. Justin says I'm driving. I only hot one. Your T9 word is fucking up, man. You gotta fix that shit. Man, this cup is empty. That's so sad. So sad. Ay, ay, ay. But yeah, guys, I guess whoever's here and you're tuning in, we're pretty much wrapping up shop here. So, you kind of missed it. Hey, happy Halloween, motherfucker. Ah, I need a new axle, hard to hit the right buttons and wheel balance. Jeez. You don't need a new axle. If it's hard to type in the car, you probably need new ball joints and tie rod ends. True story. Because if your axle was broken, all it would do would be clicking its fucking guts out. I would say ball joints or tie rod ends or some type of bushing. Jamal says, what's the painting above the acoustic drum kit? Are you talking like in the corner right there? This one? Is that what you're talking about? Are you talking about like one of these around? Let's see. The wheel just shakes and the van shakes when accelerating above 40. Yeah, that's definitely your ball joints or your tie rod ends. If you have like play and it's like that, definitely tie rod ends. Below the mic. Yeah, that's actually my old best friend, who's no longer my best friend. many moons ago, we stopped being friends, and that's actually some of his artwork. Made it in high school. It's like some weird fucking like princess with a knife in her hand and a weird ass set of stairs and like some like weird fucking background. It's kind of cool looking. I hung on to it, you know. He left it over here. This is actually another piece. This one right here. That's another friend's painting. Why aren't you friends anymore? Because he's a dick. He's a rich asshole. True story. Ooh, hey now. True story. Jamal says suits the Halloween theme. It does. I'd say so. Justin says rich people suck. Yeah, most of them do. There's some good ones out there, you know, that are generous or charitable and all that stuff, and there's some that really have no fucking class whatsoever, and they're fucking assholes. True story. True story. Man, my fucking knuckle. This shit was bleeding yesterday like crazy. I nicked it on something in the engine bay when I was taking out the intake and cleaning the all the coolant spray off of the transmission, all the areas. I busted my knuckle, and that shit hurt. It was bleeding everywhere. Nobody makes me bleed my own blood. Jamal says some golf players have that rich douchebag attitude. Yeah, and they live in this neighborhood. I live on a fucking golf course. And we don't even fucking play golf. That's the irony. Justin says, was it running an airbox when you got it? It was running the stock airbox. I took that out. Winking, what's up? Laser, blazer, and taser. And what the fuck's the unibrow bitch's name? God, I can't remember. That movie's funny as fuck. Jamal says I live by a golf course too. Really? Booyah, small world. Dude, that's why you like my music. It's because we both live on a golf course, man. Wayne King says golf is the shit. I beg to differ. I agree to disagree. I mean, if you can play golf good for you. I I don't know. I can't get into it. I mean, there's definitely an art to, you know, the perfect swing and finesse and hitting a fucking ball 300 yards or whatever the fuck, and, you know, putting it in a hole really quick and all that stuff. Oh, it's a fucking birdie. It's an eagle. It's a blah blah. It's like I'd rather play basketball. If I'm gonna play a sport, it's gonna be basketball. Or fucking soccer's not too bad. Fucking baseball's not too bad. Dude, you wanna know what fucking my dream sport would be if I could play? Hockey. Hockey is like some crazy shit. You're ice skating, which is hard enough, but you're fucking Wayne Gretzky and that shit, having to fucking keep track of a puck and not get murdered. Jamal says, Wayne King, how you doing, man? Wayne King says, Franz Stalinova Kovacic, whatever that is. Was that her name? Yeah, it was something like that. Maybe I was thinking of Zoolander when it's like this is Katinka Bagovina. Those fucking movies are funny. Justin says, "Hi, Wing. I hear your HDMI port is turning black." Wayne King says, "Played hockey for my city team." Really? Jamal says, "My wife is a huge hockey fan. Buffalo Sabres." Yeah, I don't watch hockey. I just like from a fucking curiosity or like interest thing. Like I don't watch hockey at all. Whoa. Alrighty then. But yeah, you know what I mean? Like if I could play a sport that I know I can't play, it'd be hockey. I'm trying to fight people. Justin says Patinka. I think it's Katinka, but maybe Patinka works too. I don't know. Beautiful name. Wayne King says, "Yeah, some black residue has shown up on my exhaust." What? Is Justin really calling that an HDMI port? What the fuck? Jamal says it's funny how hockey players are allowed to have a punch-up fight. True story. That's why I'm game. I mean, Wing, fucking black residue on your exhaust, that's normal. I don't understand. What's wrong with the inside of your exhaust being black? Justin says SI has a HDMI exhaust. I don't understand. I'm so lost now. An HDMI is a cable for your computer. The fuck? Wayne King says, "Yes, that's what weird people call it." Justin's laughing, so you know he's a fucker. Jamal says, "You'd be a good boxer, shades, long arms, jab dudes to death." Uh, I think you're right about the long reach or whatever, but I think if I got certain body shots in my ribs, dude, oh my god, that'd be the kryptonite for me. All this smoke and they'd hit me in the rib, be like. Wayne King says, "Not that much build up." Wayne King says he's talking about the shape. Oh, is it shaped like an HDMI port? Oh, goes to show how much I know about the new SI. Oh. Justin says, "Look up the new SI. The shape of the tip is an HDMI port." You know what? Just for fun, I will. Ah, what the fuck? That does look like an HDMI port. That's fucked. That's wild style. That looks exact. That looks exactly like an HDMI port. What a clever fellow, Justin. I wish I would have known so I could have laughed. It's all over now. Damn, dude, fire truck's coming out. Clutch. Y'all hear that? That's gotta be a fire truck or an ambulance, one of the two. Damn, they're screaming by. Yeah, that's a fire truck. Damn. Let's see. Wayne King says my other SI never had build up on the exhaust tips. I mean, it's normal though, dude. I understand. Like my exhaust right now has got, on the inside, it's got residue in there. Is what it is. As long as it's not like shooting oil out of there, getting oil past the piston rings or something like that. That black soot. And I mean, black soot could, you could still see some black soot, but it's just condensation. It's, going through the residue and it tints it black. But I'm talking oil, spitting out oil. And the other SI was a whole nother motor, you know what I mean? So, like, FA5 motor versus the new motor, I mean, I'm sure your car's faster or whatever because it's turbo, but, like, I think the K series is definitely more solid motor, more old school. Justin says it's great because boys can plug it into their TV. Okay, now you're just getting corny. Jamal says, Bomb Squad, 4 weeks to go, Wayne King. Round 1 knockout is my prediction. Same here. I think first round, just going to fuck faces. Wayne King says, yeah, baby fight party at my house. Baby fight party? What the fuck? Justin says, jack-o'-lantern accident. Possibly. Who knows what? Or someone's black cat stuck in a tree. Oh. Wayne King says 3 rounds. You're not out celebrating Demon Day. No, I'm not. I'm not 7. And I'm not 19 at a party getting a hand job from a nurse or a wizard or some shit. True, motherfucker. Yeah, I know. That's great, right? Some Sailor Moon tugging away in the back of some Halloween party. God damn, I need more coffee. I need more coffee. Oh my god. But yeah, guys, seeing as we've been going for like, I don't know, hour and a half. How many people we got? We got 4 people still here. I kind of don't want to abandon y'all. Okay, we'll make a compromise. If I go get a cup of coffee, is everybody still staying? He can win. Wait, Brenner is done if he can win. He can win if he lets his hands go. He's all about billions. I'm getting a cup of coffee. If you want to stay, stay. I'll be back. Be off. Where am I back? Hold on. It's probably the best comment to come back to. Wink, before I left, Brenner, he said Brenner's done. He can win if he lets his hands go. Then fucking Justin the lunatic says, my Broner can't win if I let my hands go. That's actually pretty good, Justin. Wayne King says, AB, ass backwards, asinine buffoon. Jamal says, yeah, Brenner can fight, but since he fought Medina, he's been reluctant to let his hands go, scared of getting countered probably. Justin says, okay, someone time me out. Wayne King says, AB, albino babies. Jamal says, his attitude, though, everyone wants to see him get knocked the fuck out. True story. Yeah, dude, I hate his attitude. Such a fucking douchebag. I like that one fight, was it against Garcia? Or Garcia won? And he's like, well, Adrian, what do you think about it? And he's like, man, I think it was like Tom and Jerry, and I was the cat and he was the mouse, and fuck this shit, motherfucker. I'm about billions. Shit is ridiculous. Get your ass beat. Wayne King says AB, alien Brazilian. AB, anal beatdown. Jamal says Manny Pacquiao will hopefully knock him out. That'd be dope. That would be dope. Dude, I swear, Scotty Kilmer, if he doesn't stop with this clickbait, I think the internet just, I mean, he's already probably a meme at some point, but dude, his fucking clickbait shit is just getting on my nerves. Let's see, his last video was everything you need to know about Scotty Kilmer's drinking problem. What? And then 35 minutes ago, he uploaded, the scariest car I've ever worked on. It can kill you. Whoa. Fucking stupid. I hate clickbait, you know? So stupid. Wayne King says, I can't stand AB, anal blowout. Anal blowout. Jamal says, Shades, watch the highlight reel of Bruner versus Medina. AB got his ass whooped. You know what? That sounds like a good idea. Because I don't think I saw that fight. Oh, yeah. That third one down, Marcos Medina. Let's see what this is all about. Was this a year ago? How long ago was this fight? Was it 8 months ago? Three years ago, approximately. Oh, okay, gotcha. So it's probably... Yeah, Adrian Brenner, Medina highlights. Oh, yeah, there he is. Oh, my God. Jesus Christ, that motherfucker looked like Wilder for a second. Jesus. Oh, his body shots. God damn. Maidana, there you go. Fucking shit. I gotta rewind that. It was at this point that he realized he had done fucked up. God damn, that left hook made his ass fucking fall back. Jesus. God, dude, this dude can fight. Jesus. This motherfucker's just landing hits after hits. God damn. Dude, the thing I cannot stand about Adrian Broner, after he gets fucking jabbed or hooked, he goes, like, it's like a fucking 8-year-old kid that just, like, got his ass beat. You didn't beat my ass. It's like, so fucking stupid. Gets on my nerves. It's like, bro, you just got knocked down for the first time in your career. Why don't you, shut the fuck up? Getting your fucking face beat in. Jesus. Ooh. 4-punch combo. Feel like I'm watching Street Fighter. Ooh. God. That motherfucker is golden gloves fast. Jesus Christ. That motherfucker can fight. Damn. Damn. Dude, that motherfucker no body shots. Dude, this is like watching, like, it's so one-sided, it's amazing. Give him that left hook landing. Jamal says left hook, boom, left my ass off. Wayne King says, yeah, we in the boxing community make up stupid names for AB. Watch all of Medena's highlights. Yeah, this dude can definitely fight. He's fucking him up. How long is this highlight reel? Jesus. The crowd is going crazy. I feel like I'm taking crazy pills. No offense from Broner at all. I think that's the problem. Oof, that was a real left hook. God damn. What King says funny, the problem. What a stupid nickname to have on the back of your trunks. Like, you got the bronze bomber. Totally makes sense. Badass. You got, you know, I can't even think of another one off the top of my head, but obviously most current favorite fighter is definitely Wilder. Iron Mike Tyson, or you got good fucking boxing nicknames, but then I'm the problem. Like that could sound like, yeah, I'm gonna be a problem for you, but like it doesn't really resonate that with me, you know? Seems like no, you're a fucking problem. Not a good problem. Like it sounds bad for him. Like he's an arrogant asshole. It's a fucking problem child. The Polish penetrator. Beat his ass. Beat his ass. The body snatcher. The truth. Yeah. God damn, the motherfucker's fast. Magic Man. Now you see me, now you don't. Oh, sweet pea. Well, that was obvious. Ooh. Old Broner talking shit all the time. Always. Oh shit, I got myself. Wayne King says Dubois will win easily. Jamal says two great heavyweight prospects. Be all. Ay, 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 ay. Yeah, I've been trying to get in touch with a tuner that I want to tune my car. If I get it tuned here, if I can't get in touch with him, if if he's so busy that he can't even return a phone call, I'm probably just gonna go to Jeff Evans in Pennsylvania. I've already decided that. When King says, "Yeah, you had me happy for a second." Fuck it. But yeah, I'd rather go up to I mean, dude, the dude here apparently is really good, but if he's so busy, uh, he can't even pick up the phone to be like, "Yeah, I'm too busy," or maybe in a month, or maybe in a couple months, or whatever. I'd rather just go to Jeff Evans. Yarde needs to step up in comp. Booyah. Wayne King says, "Let me tune it." Really? I didn't know you were a world renowned Honda tuner. I mean, feasibly, I could tune it myself, but I just don't trust myself enough. It's not hard adding fuel and all that shit. I mean, you got high cam. I mean, with K Pro, you got a lot of tables. It's a lot to grasp. You got low cam, high cam. You got your fucking ignition timing, fucking fuel, setting the right VTEC point. Honestly, I think 5,000. I actually checked My VTEC engagement point, I have it set to 5200. When King says yes, I go by King Willie the Tuner. You gonna work that Haitian voodoo? That to-do? It's that woo woo woo. That's right. Wayne King, why aren't you out? Why aren't you out taking your kids out for trick or treating or whatever? What the fuck, man? I just realized that. Woo woo woo. But yeah, probably down the road, I'll probably send you that red Type R valve cover. Maybe wrinkle yellow it, or might go with a different color scheme. I'm not sure. Maybe some Jay's Racing. If you could do a wrinkle teal, that'd probably look pretty badass. When King says at work and I don't celebrate Halloween. Well, I know you don't. I don't either, really. But I don't know. It's fun for kids. I mean, I don't know. If you're a little kid, it's fun going around getting candy. You know what I'm saying? As a youngster, I used to dress up as motherfucking Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Power Rangers and all that shit. Wayne King says wrinkle teal. You know what I'm saying? Because like the wrinkle, reason I'd go with a wrinkle is because of the Type R aspect. You know, like a Type R red valve cover, but it's a Type R engine. I don't want it to have a red valve cover because there's even people out there that don't have a K20A and they have a wrinkle red valve cover, so it's so played out. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm not hating on anybody that has it, but you know what I'm saying. There's a bunch of people out there that basically don't have a Type R motor, and they have a Type R motor style cover on it. You know what I mean? It's kind of misleading. Wayne King says that would be the first. Yeah, you know, I'm about keeping it unique. Trying to keep it unique as possible. And that's coming from a guy that's doing a DC5R clone. But mine's not, I mean, I'd say mine's still unique. Yeah, I got the K20A. I'm doing the Type R fenders and all the stuff most people that do DC5R style clone stuff are doing. But like, let's say the rear seats, those are completely 100% custom. Not everyone has a K-tune shifter. The center console is a unique thing. No one else has done that. Once I get the wideband gauge and the AC vent or the glove box, I'm sure somebody's done that before, but you know, you never know. So, we'll see. But I like to do it my way, you know? And when it's my way, I like to keep it unique, you know? It's like little Easter eggs for the car, hidden shit, you know? Like the M&M stuff, and that's why I like the Summit Racing fittings. I was going to get you to powder coat them all blue and take off the red on the end or whatever, but once I saw that, I was like, dude, I'll do a Spoon Sports build on one side, so 50% Spoon Sports blue and yellow, but then do the M&M Honda blue and red. It all just kind of jibes together pretty well. Jamal says wrinkle teal coffee mug with a black Honda logo would be dope. It would. Wayne King says, well, I got great news. The paint is available. Oh, shit. Now the only part of the equation, I need to get the money. Because honestly, I'm pretty tapped for cash until I sell some more of these parts in that transmission. And about $500 of that is going towards the brake stuff, like 220 to 300 for brake pads for front and rear. Probably like 220. $100 for stainless steel brake lines, and then $79 for adjustable sway bar end links. Jamal says Wing has the best way to get money to you. PayPal. Yeah, PayPal. He's all about that PayPal. Or Cash App. I don't know what that is. Cash App. Cash Me Outside app. Yeah, I do. But yeah, guys, I think I'm gonna go get some food. I think it's time to go get food, honestly. I got a little bit of a low grade headache in this area right here. And thanks for watching. Happy Halloween if you celebrate it. Not happy Halloween if you don't. And I'll catch y'all later. Keep y'all updated. Be y'all.